Yes, agree. All right, let's get into things. So we are talking NWA WCW from August the 30th, 1986. Sponsored by the Wrestling Palace. Go check out my buddy Arturo on Facebook. Just search the Wrestling Palace. He can get all your wrestling memorabilia needs. So this week's show is a little. It was a long one again. We went back to 2 hours, which was an hour and 24 minutes,
Mm.
and it was a bit of a struggle to get through within a week's time, given everything we got going on. But we did it. So they open up the show with a replay of the Midnight Express injuring one of the Malkeys. And then, I'm not going to say who it is, we got a new national heavyweight title champion. So someone else is holding the strap. And wow is all I can say for now. We'll hear some news from Jim Crockett Jr. later in the show. And then Corny tells David Crockett at the top, is that your head or did your neck throw up? Hopper, any thoughts from the opening? Don't give away who won the national title. I'll play the promo later.
I was just surprised that the title changed hands in L.A.
I completely forgot about this, I must say. Doc, you want to wait until we got the promo before you comment on the new national heavyweight title?
No, I was just going to say that with the two title changes last week and the title this week, there's a lot of titles getting hot shotted, pal.
The strap is moving around. They sure are. So we go to the next match, or first matchup is Dick Murdoch versus Mike Rose, and Murdoch pretty much wins instantly. The studio is like silent. They're so quiet that Corny is talking shit, and Murdoch hears Corny and starts talking shit back to him. And then Murdoch wins with the Brainbuster, which looked dangerous, but I mean.
Okay, hold on. It's at 4:25 if you're doing this, because my exact note wasn't. It said that Brainbuster looked dangerous and shitty.
Yes, the guy sandbagged him.
Yeah, it wasn't Murdoch's fault. That's what I was thinking. When I said it looked dangerous, I'm not taking a shot at Murdoch. I'm taking a shot at that guy. He came down awkward.
Mm-hmm. He was like a dead body. He
sure was
a dead body.
Literally, he sandbagged him. You're right, Hopper. He did. Hopper, anything else from that one?
No.
All right, Doc, you?
Mm-mm.
All right, so let's keep going then. Here's a promo, and here's what we were talking about with the new national heavyweight title holder.
Well, we mentioned in the Forum in L.A. on Thursday night, a new national heavyweight champion, Chief Wahoo McDaniel.
Well, Tony, I said in '86 I was going to have a belt. I don't like to be a man to get out here and boast and brag, but like I said, I came the champion in L.A. There was 15,000 people there. I can't believe it, and I'm not going to say, this belt is for me. It's for the people. They stuck behind me, and a lot of people at times have a tendency to give up on you. But I'm going to tell you one thing. I'm not going to say that I'm going to defend the belt every time I get a chance, but I'm going to tell you one thing. I'm going to defend this belt, and it's for the people, and the people know when I get in the ring that I'm going to fight, and there's no doubt about that. And when I put this title up, I'm going to keep it. And the Four Horsemen.
Let's bring in Mr. Jim Crockett, president of Jim Crockett Promotions. Jimmy?
First, I'd like to congratulate Wahoo on that fantastic win.
Thank you,
It
Jimmy.
was hard fought and well deserved, I must add. But we used to have national tag team champions held by Ole and Arn Anderson. Ole suffered an injury, did not defend the belt during the 30-day time period. The NWA has decided that we will have a tournament. The details haven't been worked out, but they're changing the name of the titles to the U.S. Tag Team Championship.
And I'm sure we'll have words on that coming up very soon.
That's right. And again, congratulations, Wahoo.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Okay, Jim Crockett and Chief Wahoo McDaniel, the new national heavyweight champion. Fans, will have more action right after this.
So I knew the U.S. tag title thing was coming, but I completely forgot about Wahoo winning the national title in '86. Sue me, I don't remember. One quick thing, and I'll throw it to Doc first. Quick note: Wahoo says there was an attendance of 15,000 there. I did a little bit of research. My research said it was closer to 10,000 than 15,000.
Yeah.
So just throwing that out there. Doc, I'll throw it to you first. Thoughts on this? Just so wrong. Why are you going to do that to Wahoo, man?
My exact note here was Wahoo and Crockett are both personality personified here. And not only was he boring, but he didn't say anything. He was like, I'm not going to say I defended every time. What? That's some heel shit right there. I'm not going to say I'm going to defend it every time, but I'm going to defend it for the people. Okay. Man, if I ever get in the wrestling business and win a strap, I ain't defending it for nobody but me. Get that straight.
Oh, you'll never be in a wrestling business, so okay.
I don't know, man. I've been fielding some offers lately.
Harper, what did you think when you heard this?
I prefer the national tag team champions than a U.S. I think a national sounds more, larger.
I mean, it's the same thing. If you're talking about the nation, it's the U.S. and the U.S. is the U.S. So I don't know, man. They got rid of those things when Ole got hurt. I think they didn't have a plan of direction for him at the time. I don't know the exact story. I'm just speculating.
And there's a whole bunch of marks that just leaned up at the edge of their fucking bar stool and put down their Cheetos to take notes here. I think that the national side of this came out of the Georgia Championship Wrestling.
I think so,
more
too.
The U.S. stuff and Mid-Atlantic came out of the Crockett deal, and this was a way to unify them up.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm with you there. And same thing, I don't want to say same thing. There's something else that happens, I think, similar to this shortly.
Radio, pal.
Yeah. So, because I've heard people say that all the time, like, oh man, they had 50 million belts. Well, they did because you had one territory kind of merging into what we know now as JCP. So you had all these belts. I mean, it got very confusing at one point. So I mean, they're trying to streamline this stuff now. The other part too is it's 86. I won't even talk about this because this is going to happen next year. So I'll leave that alone. But anyway, Harper, anything else from Wahoo there and Jim Crockett? All right, me either.
He was born.
See?
Yeah.
No, I mean, we've said it before. Wahoo just kind of was really weird during this time period. I mean, it's just, he didn't translate to the national audience.
No.
Once again, you got Rick and Dusty out there scoreboarding every week. It's just Wahoo his promos were different. They weren't going to fit like they fit 8-9 years earlier. So whatever. Okay, let's keep going. Next match is Kansas Jayhawks versus Randy Barber and Alan Martin. Jayhawks definitely work as heels and win, even though they are the faces. So that was my one note there. Harper, anything from the match?
I kept thinking, how much did that guy get fucked with by having BJ on his fucking pants?
Maybe that was his code out to the rats in the audience.
Yeah, really. Hey, here comes Dutch and Blowjob.
It was his call sign.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Doc, thoughts on the match? Anything?
I thought their opponents looked like a cracked out version of Larry Zbyszko and Bugsy McGraw. And if you go back and watch that, you'll know I'm right.
I can't disagree. Bugsy I wouldn't have thought of, but I can see why you say that. Oh, Bugsy McGraw from World Class. Good God. Okay, so let's listen to their promo after. Here that is, the Kansas Jayhawks, that is.
I want to ask you what? Wait a minute. Watch out, brother. He's staying right where he is. You don't do nothing, he won't do nothing.
You want a bunch of people to apologize to you? Your mommy and daddy been apologizing for over 20 years. I'll tell you something else. You're such a good manager and a good team, and your Midnight Express is so great. Where are they? We beat them all.
Where are they? They're right back there where they belong instead of out here making fools themselves like you. I want to ask you one question. Why don't you shave the fur off this ape you got over here?
Let me tell you something. Why don't you brush your teeth? Your breath will stop a mew, baby. Well, let me tell you one thing, Cornette, and I'm going to tell all of America. We've been taking the Russians the distance, baby. They ain't beat us. And the Midnight Express, they dang sure ain't beat us. And if your team is so great, if they're so great, what do they lose those tag team belts? Can you tell
Let me tell you something. They were stolen away from us. That's why we lost about crooked referee. We didn't lose them. It was no fault ours, and you know it. You never even had the tag team belts to begin with.
Well, baby, we're hot on your trail. And they just made my day. Jim Crockett come out here and said there's a U.S. title tournament coming up, baby. Okay. And you want them?
Well, I'm sorry, but you might want them, but you ain't going to get them. Okay, I think we're finished. Frickin' frack, get out of here. We're gone. We're out of here. So long. Shut up. You're through. Get out.
Harper, you go first.
It seems Dutch shaves his arms and his side, but not his chest, right?
definitely got a weird looking pattern going
man.
with his between his back and his arms.
Real.
Yeah.
And when he
And
cracked
Dutch.
that whip, I was like, bro, fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Well, you don't remember when he beat what's his name in Smoky Mountain?
Because it pow. I was like, no way, bro.
Man, but Wild Bill Irwin used to do that in world class, and that shit would reverberate through the arena.
Yeah, Wild Bill sure did. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
What? Anything else, Hopper?
Uh.
All right, Doc, you.
You ever think like Dutch took some like real smelly cheese and rubbed it on that hair of his, and then put somebody in a headlock, and they just got like fur and nasty cheese smell all in their nose?
I can't say that's ever crossed my mind.
I was just wondering, man.
I got a question, Doc. Don't Google it. How old do you think Dutch is right there?
I would say 30. He's about 37 or 38.
Harper, you?
He served in Vietnam. So in Vietnam, he was probably like 19, 20 years old, and I was in the late 60s, early 70s. So he's probably in his mid 30s.
Dutch is 36 right there. He'll be 37 on November 29th.
Hey man, you can't fuck with two scholars like Harper and I. Look at our critical reasoning skills and deduction and just figuring shit out.
The trip part about that is when you look at Dutch right there and think, fuck, he's younger right there than I am now, and he just doesn't look like it, man. He's Dutch.
Yeah, no, fuck.
Yeah. Oh, so that was Dutch.
He's 36. Murdoch's 39. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's 39?
Yeah. He's not
Jesus
even 40.
Christ.
And Arn's 28.
God damn.
It just fucks my head all up, bro, when I think about stuff like that.
Jesus. I thought fucking Dick Murdoch was like 50.
No.
He didn't live to be 50.
Right. He died in like 96, I think.
Damn.
And he was 49.
Fuck.
Yeah. Murdoch's
people
been dead
got
21 years, bro.
People got old quick back in the old days.
Arn's not even 30.
Right.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Not right here.
Yeah.
It's crazy. All right, so let's listen. Look, I enjoyed real quick. I enjoyed Dutch right there, and Cornette talking about when you're gonna shave this ape. That was a nice little line. But Doc's talking about Murdoch right now, so let's throw it over to Murdoch and hear what Murdoch's got to say right here on his promo.
We're back with you on World Championship Wrestling. Glad to be talking about one of the top contenders for Ric Flair's World Heavyweight title, Captain Redneck Dick Murdoch.
Well, thank you, Tony. As always, it's a pleasure to be out here. You know, you got a lot of people around here, a lot of leeches that stand out here on this program and run their mouth like Jim Cornette. That's got to have a bodyguard. Then you got a lot of other great athletes around here. There's Midnight Express are great athletes. Rock and Roll, Dusty Rhodes, Magnum TA, the Russians. You got to give it to them. They're great athletes, but you got one that comes out here and tries to intimidate everyone by the way he dresses. And he is a great athlete. And that is World's Heavyweight Wrestling Champion Ric Flair. Rick has held that title on numerous occasions. He's a very, very great competitor, a tough champion. But Ric Flair, like I stated last week, Daddy, the clothes don't make the man. You know, you run around your big limousine, got all them dollies hanging on your arm, while running around in an old pickup truck with a broke-leg dog in the back end of it. But the old dog's kind of like myself. It's a pit. And when he comes to go, he comes to fight. And this old dog right here is coming to fight, Ric Flair. I know it's going to be a very, very tough confrontation. It's going to be a very, very tough match. But you better come out and be prepared to give it 110%, because if I can latch that brain buster on you, Ric Flair, and pick you up and drop you from 6 feet 6 up in the air on top of your head, it's all over with, Tony. It's going to be a 1, 2, 3. And I guarantee you what, Rick, I've known you for a long time. I followed your career and you followed mine. You're a very tough individual, a tough competitor. There ain't too many people in this profession today that can out-wrestle me or out-fight me. And it's going to be one heck of a contest.
Okay, fans, let's go to the ring.
Harper, what did you think about that? I thought it was good. I really liked that.
It wasn't exciting, but he hit all the points.
Yeah, that's what I had. That's what I said too. I thought the exact same thing. Mm-hmm. What else, Harper? Anything?
He got to where he was supposed to go. It just wasn't flashy. So
yeah. I thought the same thing, which kind of impressed me actually, because he's kind of like the model redneck right there. If there's such a thing, the way he delivered that. Doc, you?
I just think he's such a great heel that he's almost wasted as a babyface. But I think it says a lot about what Jim Crockett Promotions thinks about their fans that Captain Redneck would be a babyface.
Well, he worked both in Mid-South, too. He worked babyface and heel.
A lot of hillbillies there, too.
Well, I mean, I'm not denying that. But my point is, like, I always thought Dick Murdoch was good both ways. I mean, he's not, like Harper said, he's not flashy. I don't think you're never going to get flashy from Murdoch. That's just not his thing. But, I mean, for what he is there, you know, Captain Redneck screamed right there. You know, he's telling Rick, you know, you might be having all them fancy suits and limousine. I drive an old beat-up pickup truck. And he's proud of that, which is cool, you know. He's not talking like Dusty there where he's the common man, but basically that's what he's saying.
The thing I like about guys like Murdoch and Rhodes is that they are guys that you cannot see in today's product, except for Beer City Bruiser.
Bruiser's, well, and Silas Young, too, is kind of like that.
Silas Young, though, looks like from the neck up, he's different, but from the, you know, it's just the different body type are the only ones I see like that on TV, unless they're like a Samoan Savage or something.
Oh, yeah, I got you.
Most white guys watching the product look like Dick Murdoch.
Fair point. That's fair. I mean, you're generalizing, but that's fair. I'm waiting for Harper to go, but it's true!
This week, you drew me a picture of what you think our listeners look like, and let's just say...
Nobody. What do they look like?
No, he's trying to be funny on the slick. There was an IT guy... I got moved to a new computer at work. Like they had to give me a new one because the one I've had was like ancient and falling apart, and it was time to get rid of it. And the dude shows up at my desk, and Doc just starts laughing at the dude the way he looks, just laughing in his face. I'm like, why are you laughing at this dude, man? He's out here earning a living, man, and you laughing at the way he look. And I must say, the cat was very interesting looking.
So, what do you look like?
I can't explain it. He was he was a cool guy, man. He looked kind of strange.
Think about a guy who's 6'3", plays too many video games, has only facial hair on his chin, and is skinny everywhere but right around the stomach, and his stomach looks like there's nothing but Slim Jims and Mountain Dew in that motherfucker.
You just described our listeners, our great listeners.
That's what you did.
Why are you trying to insult people? And dude, you're not White Lashley. You're like fucking Steve Urkel.
Here comes the Mike Mills heel turn that we've all been waiting almost 3 years for.
So he's built like those like cockroaches guys from like Men in Black.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep going since Doc's trying to insult people and he's doing it in a bad way. We got Wahoo versus Tony Zane, and Wahoo beats the shit out of Tony Zane. Tony Zane's used to this by now. Doc, any thoughts on this match?
Well, Wahoo connected with all his punches this week, so good job.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
And a couple of them, he got all of it behind it. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. Harper, you?
Yeah. He slapped the shit out this guy, bro. There was one of them that, I mean, it sounded like a gunshot.
Yeah, I know which one. He chopped the piss out of him. And it was like that hand went through his chest and came out his back. Well, after that, we go from there to Jim Cornette and the Midnight Express. Here it is.
Okay, we're joined by not only Jim Cornette and Big Bubba, but the Midnight Express.
The greatest tag team in wrestling, the Midnight Express. And you know, I got something I want to say, and I didn't believe I'd say it, but you know, Ric Flair goes to a lot of social events. I and my mother happened to attend one that he was at recently. He had Baby Doll with him, of course, and I almost hesitate to say it, Tony, but my mother fell in love with Baby Doll, and I couldn't believe it. I couldn't get over. They were talking over in the corner. And so she came over and everything, and she said, listen, talk to Baby Doll for a while. And I talked to her, and I didn't realize that she had talents, Tony. I didn't realize that she had talents. She may end up, if Mother has her way, decorating my house.
You actually mean you and Baby Doll could become friends?
Well, I don't want to go that far right now, but let's just say I didn't realize that Baby Doll had talents, and also out of respect for Ric Flair, who's the greatest single athlete in wrestling, hey, If she's with him, that's fine with me. But right now, I want to talk about enough partying. I want to talk about some serious business. Big Bubba, Dusty Rhodes, he's still on your trail, Dusty Rhodes, and I'm going to tell you this. You are going to see the baddest days of your life. You talk about hard times and when you were a plumber's son and digging ditches out someplace in Austin, Texas. Well, we're going to put you in a ditch. We're going to make those hard times seem like a Sunday picnic once Big Bubba gets a hold of you. And my Midnight Express right here, we got ripped off as far as the World Tag Team title is concerned. Rock and Roll Express, you have never seen today that you could get a legal pin over these men. It was the wrong man in the ring. Ricky Morton used the trunks. The referee, who was crooked anyway, gave us a quick count. No fault of ours. No shortcoming of ours. It was all a miserable ripoff. At Rock and Roll, we're coming back, and we're coming back hard after those tag team titles, and we're going to take them, and we're going to show everybody that there is no doubt who the greatest tag team in wrestling that there has ever been is. I'm talking about Beautiful Bobby and Loverboy Dennis, the Midnight Express. And you can look at them right now and you can see, Rock and Roll, your days are coming, and your days are coming soon. We're going to take those World Tag Team titles back, and when we do, there's going to be no doubt who's the greatest. And right now, we're going to go back to the ring for another match.
Well, Corny buried the hatchet with Baby Doll, Doc.
Okay.
He buried her for 2 months straight.
Am I missing something with this? Is there some kind of other layer to her decorating his house? Is that a backhanded compliment? Is this them burying the hatchet?
No, I mean, you know, women like to decorate the houses during the seasons and shit. I don't think it's a backhanded
Speaking of that,
compliment.
how's your pillow shopping coming?
Yeah.
Motherfuck those pillows, man. I keep telling you that.
Okay.
All right.
Harper, what'd you have from that, since Doc wants to talk about pillows?
What he says about the talent, I'm thinking, okay, what's her talent that you discovered?
Well, yeah, because
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess we'll see.
Well,
I just think it's crazy, man. He buried her for 2 months.
but
Buried.
it's only 2 months. It's only 2 months. In my mind, that feud lasted for a year and a half.
Yeah, no, huh?
It was
When you're a
blip
kid.
on the screen.
Right. When you're a kid, you're like, that shit went on for years. And now you look back and you're like, fuck, that was just for one summer. Shit. Damn. Where'd the time go? Yeah, man. I agree. Doc, anything else?
No.
Harper, you? All right, Wildcat Sports is on now. Sam Houston is up next versus Jack Weather. Damn, Sam got a win, Harper.
I know, huh? Fuck, Sam looks good, man.
Yeah, he does.
He's fun to watch.
Sam was very good. I think people don't realize that. He just got buried because...
Well, part of it was he was skinny.
No, I'm not putting it just on that. Sam looks good. Sam can work a crowd. Sam's a good baby face. Sam's good in the ring. He makes everything look crisp, clean, good. Sam was really, really good.
He started busting out the wrong guts.
Yeah, I mean, and they buried him, man. It's that sucks, dude, if you think about it. What happened to Sam? Harper, anything else about Sam there, though?
No, it was fun to watch, and to be honest, I was surprised to see him on there.
Yeah, he doesn't make many appearances since he dropped the Mid-Atlantic title.
Yeah.
Doc, anything else from you?
I thought the guy he was wrestling was new, maybe.
I think Jack Weather, he was new. So we'll go to the next match after Sam and Jack Weather. It's Lucky Charms, Bill Dundee, and Buddy Landell. Let's
come on.
No, I say that sincerely. These two are funny together. Here it is.
They are funny together.
Yeah, they are. Here it is.
We're back with the excitement on World Championship Wrestling and Nature Boy Buddy Landell and his player coach, Billy Superstar Dundee.
You got it, baby. You know something, Jimmy Cornette? That long, tall caveat just got out the ring. If I hadn't seen this in Kansas City with my own eyes a couple of days ago, he beat Jerry the King Lawler. So you got to take your hat off to Houston. But Lawler ain't no Dundee, and he ain't no Buddy Landell. So if that long, tall Texan wants to wrestle a man, just pick one of us. Now, I know we're starting to sound like a broken record, but we're going to keep saying this until somebody takes us serious. We may not be the biggest in the business. We're just the best looking. Now, Dickie Murdoch, you want to wrestle somebody so bad, with blonde hair, the only real nature boy. Wrestle this one, Daddy. Never mind your stinking pickup and your little lame dog. Dusty Rhodes walk around saying, my knee's so bad, I can't wrestle nobody. Magnum TA ain't got no friends. Russians beat them up all the time. If you're sick of that, Jack, just come on over here and we'll beat you up. Somebody just wrestle us as a tag team or a single apart from George South and some other clan, okay? Now, if the rock and roll so bad, and I'm not taking nothing off you boys, if you want to defend your belt against the best-looking tag team in wrestling, put it on the line with the real nature boy and the superstar. Now, that other guy, Rick, what?
I don't know what his name is. Now, let me tell you something, Jimmy. I hate to come out here and be the bearer of bad news, Daddy, but girls, I want to be put on record right now. Space Mountain is officially closed down because the real nature boy is hot on the scene, Daddy. And let me give y'all girls some word of advice. If you see the nature boy driving down the road in that long white Mercedes, Daddy, just make a U-turn, Daddy, and turn around. You might have to wait in line, but it'll be well worth your wait, I'm telling you right now. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Now, all you guys sitting back and listening to the nature boy on TV, you know the real deal's talking to you right now. We're sick and tired of hearing y'all's excuses. Put some belts up on the lines and do something else besides talking and walking around and crying and whining. We're tired of hearing about it, baby. Our credentials speak for ourselves, Daddy. We want some title matches, right, superstar?
That's right. Now, I just got to tell all you wrestlers that I know you're saying they're bragging. I know, but that's all they do. But they just say they're bragging. Nobody ever takes up the challenge. Well, we ain't hard to find, Daddy. And I'm just going to tell you something, Slick Rick. Your days are bad over. So that's what he calls himself, isn't it? Slick Rick. This is the only real nature boy, and the only way to find that out, Jack, whose figure four is the best, yours or his, is just get in the ring and we'll find out, okay?
Oh, Doc, I'll throw it to you first.
What's up, Daddy?
Yeah, I heard Daddy there one too many times.
So I did a little side research project this week because I started thinking about the Kansas Jayhawks coming in, Dundee and Landale coming in, because he said Sam Houston beat Jerry Lawler in Kansas City. Well, now it starts to make sense of why these guys from Kansas City, from Central States, are coming in to Jim Crockett, because Jim Crockett's going to buy Central States next month in September of '86.
Look at you.
Yeah,
Whoa.
buddy. So this was a little talent swap going on, I guess, while they were figuring out the details of the swap or whatever. So if any of you big brain on Brad motherfuckers out there in the audience want to fill in the gaps for us, send in yours version of the facts. But I already scoreboarded these two jabronis, so there you go, Daddy.
Yeah.
Okay, Pally. Hopper, what did you have from Bill Dundee right there? In
Are they faces or heels?
No, heels.
Are
They're
you
heels.
sure? That's
Yes.
why they talking shit about Flair.
I think it's just a heel on heel thing.
Yeah.
They're heels, dude. I mean, they're out there talking. With the amount of shit they're talking, there's no way they're faces. Not in 1986. Maybe now you can get that over. Nowadays, that would be a face because we're sitting there popping on it. But back then, nah, they're heels.
Those two guys look and sound and act like if you grabbed them both by the ankles and shook them, a kilo of cocaine dust would fall out.
Before anyone
Buddy.
gets offended, let's remember what Budrow said.
I told you. It wasn't. He didn't get popped for doing the drugs. He got popped for doing the drugs and then not showing up for work.
Amen. Look, let me just remind you of something, Doc, and I don't do this often anymore because I try to keep people happy and not to play too many sound drops. But
Be blessed and be a blessing.
Well,
There you
that's
go,
that's
Budrow.
good words to live by this time of year.
that's right. Buddy was just trying to be blessed and be a blessing. Okay, Doc, anything else on that promo?
No, they're both humorous to me for different
Yeah.
reasons.
It's funny. Harper, you anything besides the fact that they're funny?
Uh-oh.
Harper went and took a piss on us here because he's still on the line. Let's
Hi.
keep going. Oh, there he is. Did you go take a piss?
No.
Oh, okay. I was saying, anything else on Dundee and Landale there?
Uh-uh.
So the Rock and Roll Express come out. You heard the music at the end of that promo versus Lee Peak and Phil Brown. Rock and Roll Express win. Doc, any thoughts?
Morton's likes to pin people with his ass in their face.
Yeah, no, huh?
I'm noticing that. Harper, anything else from you on that match?
I wonder where he got that from.
Ronnie Garvin. Well, if you remember last week, we gave expert analysis on Ronnie Garvin pinning someone and whether he slightly shifted his dick away from the dude's chin. It's just a monumental discussion on the episode. But let's keep going because Ric Flair is up next with Baby Doll, and here it is.
You got to admit, this is quite a couple right here. The world champion Nature Boy Ric Flair along with Baby Doll.
The Blonde Bomber and the Blonde Bombshell side by side. Let me just take one moment of the whole world's time to tell everybody that the world champion, Ric Flair and Baby Doll, along with Tully Blanchard and Arn Anderson, are going to be at the Mickey Spillane Celebrity Fishing Tournament at the Marlin Quay Marina. And Captain Bill Perry and Gary Murdoch, a couple of guys that think they're big-time partiers, I'm going to put Baby Doll on both of you. And then the Nature Boys going to drive the rest of the women wild all night long. Now, let's talk about Dick Murdoch, Captain Redneck. He comes out here knocking a guy whose claim to fame is just the fact that he's the world heavyweight champion. Can't help it. If I'm custom made from head to toe. Like those nice clothes, like those nice cars, like those jet airplanes, and like those good-looking women. That's Ric Flair, Slick Rick, Space Mountain. And speaking of Space Mountain, Buddy Landel, you come out here and you try to tell the female population of the world that Space Mountain is closed down. I tell you how I came by that handle. One night a woman, just screamed out, it's like, Space Mountain. Now, Landel, a little girl the other day told me that your handle was,
Oh, Rick, it's Ride the Wild Mouse.
Ride the Wild Mouse, Buddy Landel. Now, Buddy Landel, in case you and that little Tinkerbell that runs around with you want to know why I'm Slick Rick, this is the reason why. Dusty Rhodes, who used to be, there he is, Ride the Wild Mouse himself. Dusty Rhodes used to have this. Dusty Rhodes used to have Baby Doll. But now, as the world can all see, Ric Flair has got this. He's got Baby Doll. He's got Dick Murdoch whenever he wants him. He's got Buddy Landel. He's got Wahoo, Garvin. It makes no difference. In other words, boys, I got the whole world in my arms, yeah.
Nature Boy Ric Flair and Baby Doll, let's go to the ring.
Harper, you first this time.
The wild, what's he call it? The wild
mouse.
Mouse?
Yeah. There was a ride. I think there was a ride at, I know this from New Orleans a long time ago. I want to say it was like a little roller coaster gimmick deal. It was called like the Wild Mouse. I assume they had one similar at Disney
City
or
Park?
something. Nah, this is at Pontchartrain Beach when Pontchartrain Beach was open. Yeah. So I knew they had a ride called that. Again, it was like a little mini coaster, so it wasn't really a big, big time roller coaster. So he kept calling it. I thought that's what he was saying. But what else, Harper? Anything?
Well, Buddy must have been walking around, huh?
Buddy's in the ring because him and
yeah, that's right. They're the next match.
Yeah, him and Dundee are up next against Rocky King and Vernon Deaton.
I've always wondered, how do you, you think they would wait?
Nah, bro, it's TV taping. They're trying to maximize time.
But they gotta, because then, wouldn't he respond to him?
I guess he was looking at him and pointing at him. So yeah, but that's how they did it back then. It was always like that. Because there's plenty of times when there's guys where his talent is in the ring and the guys are cutting promos. So just so weird that it was weird that he's cutting a promo and Buddy and them are in there.
Right.
But anything else, Harper? Doc, you?
The Wild Mouse roller coaster is a type of roller coaster characterized by small cars that seat 4 people or fewer and ride on top of the track, taking tight, flat turns at modest speeds.
Trust me, I've seen that ride at Pontchartrain Beach,
Damn,
New Orleans, and it doesn't do anything spectacular.
Barely remember Pontchartrain Beach.
Well, it's because you're from fucking Metairie.
No, because I was like 5 when it shut down.
I ain't that much older than you. I remember it. We used to go.
Yeah, no.
Bro, you know your family wasn't bringing you into New Orleans and going to Pontchartrain Beach.
I remember going to it.
Nah, I'm just fucking with you. Yeah, it shut down maybe 80, 81, 83?
83, yeah.
See, man, I was 8 years old by then, dude. I remember it.
Damn, you old as fuck.
I know. Doc, any other commentary besides the wild mouse?
Oh, at the beginning, did it sound like they were going to a fishing tournament and Rick was going to give Baby Doll to a couple of guys so that he could go off and bang some other women?
Bruh, he said, y'all can have her while I go bang a few others.
Yeah, I know.
I was like, well, damn. And then, you know what's funny? Baby Doll's out there trying not to pop. If you watch her, she keeps putting her head down because she's laughing at Rick so much. When Rick's calling Dundee Tinkerbell. Oh, boy. Yeah, good stuff there. What else, Doc? Anything?
Well, and Rick was apparently the first person in wrestling perhaps to use the whole world in his hands instead of Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
It would appear that way as you look
Yeah,
back
it would,
this.
wouldn't it?
All right, let's keep it moving. The next match is Rocky King and Vernon Deaton versus Budrow, Buddy Landell, and Dundee. Budrow hits the corkscrew, and then Dundee sits on Deaton for the win. Doc, thoughts on it?
Dude, I had what's his name? Rocky fucking King, pal. He was fired up and getting after it, man. He was awesome in this match.
He sure was.
Even Cornette put him over.
Yep.
He sure did. He sure did. Rocky was a talent, man. I'm telling you, on those worldwide episodes, I've said it a lot. He's in there, and he's getting a good bit of time from the ones I've watched.
Let's start reviewing those and stop reviewing these. Shit.
Shut the fuck up, asshole. Let's keep it moving. We got an interview with Craig Sager and Warren Spahn. I am not playing that. Doc, did you have any thoughts?
That's a... God. Well,
What?
First of all, Craig Sager looks so young before the cancer got a hold of him. Jesus.
Well, not just that. It's 86, dude. He's young
True.
here.
And
Yeah.
Warren Spahn looks so old. Jesus. That guy won like almost 400 games in the major leagues, by the way. Don't sleep on Warren Spahn. He won a lot.
I'm not sleeping on him. I'm just saying there's not
I
much
just
there
know
from a
how
wrestling
how
point.
you black folks don't like baseball all that much.
Next promo is the Russians. Let's listen to what Ivan has to
Wait,
say.
hold on. How old do you think Warren Spahn was there?
I don't fucking know. This is an NWA WCW show, not MLB, asshole.
He was 20.
He was 32. He lived a hard life. No, he was 60. He was 65, but that motherfucker won 23 games at the age of 42.
You want to talk about wrestling or baseball? I didn't know
I'll
this
do
was
anything.
the MLB territory pod.
I can go all night about any topic, pal.
Okay, let's listen to Ivan, because here come the Russians.
We're back with more on World Championship Wrestling, and coming in now, the Russians, Ivan and Nikita Koloff and Crusher Khrushchev.
I'm sure everybody's aware that they're going to have tournament for United States Tag Team belts. And you can be sure all the great teams in NWA will be entered. And you can be also sure that the Koloff family will be entered. What an accomplishment it would be to not only have United States Heavyweight title, but also United States Tag Team titles. That would be a great accomplishment. And Nathan TA, you tried to trick us. You tried to pull fast one on us. You get promoter to tell us that in Omni on Sunday afternoon, nephew Nikita is wrestling against Ron Garvin. But that is a lie. We find out by looking closer at contract that it's you that's wrestling nephew Nikita. You know how important it is to know your opponent, to have different strategy to go and meet him, especially when it's for United States title. Well, nephew Nikita is always prepared, whether it be Wahoo McDaniel, whether it be Dusty Rhodes, or this Ron Garvin, Captain Redneck, no matter who it may be.
Excuse me, Ivan Koloff, Nikita Koloff, Jimmy Cornette, excuse me. Speaking of Ronnie Garvin, We have on videotape right now the first time Nikita Koloff had a chance to meet Ronnie Garvin in the ring. And let's take a look at that tape right now. Very interesting tape. I'm sorry, let's take a look at that tape right now.
All right, I'm not going to play that whole thing. So, Doc, did you want to comment first on Ivan right there?
I thought it was an interesting angle that they took at this, but it's like the name on the other side of the contract is not the fine print where somebody could like bamboozle you on a contract. It's like Ron Garvin and Magnum TA don't look similar, so it's like, how'd y'all get busted on that? Other than that, Uncle Ivan, it's a good promo. He's out there speaking for all his whole team because he has to.
Sure is. Harper, what did you have from it? And then we can talk about the match that they threw it to.
Well, I guess it moved on from Magnum, huh? And it's
See,
on
I don't know, man. It appears that way, but I'm telling you, I heard Shivani recently say that they were going to work at Starrcade. And actually, I got a question from one of the listeners this week, Jeremy. I think we're going to talk about this when we get there. The possibilities if Magnum doesn't get hurt, then who does Rick wrestle at Starrcade 86 for the title? Because, I mean, even from what Shivani said, Magnum was still going to be with Nikita at Starrcade. So I don't know, man. It's weird. Well, I guess we'll see. We got more weeks until then. I mean, what are we, August 30th right here? So we're still a couple months away at least from them setting it all up. But I agree, Harper. It seems like it right now.
Yeah.
But don't they? I mean, even in '86, don't they start setting up Starrcade probably in like the next 2 to 3 weeks? They start building to it.
I don't remember. It's coming up. I mean, we're less than 3 months away at this point. So they got to start setting it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're back then. You only had your one big show, so it's got to be coming up soon. With everything they'll set up towards it. I mean, look, we're still not. Everyone knows it's Midnights versus the Road Warriors at Starrcade. They haven't even they haven't teased that at all at this point. So I mean, we got a ways to go still. All right, so let's keep going. So you heard Shivani throw it to a match. They throw it to a match where it's Nikita defeating Sam Houston, and then Garvin comes out to confront Nikita and helps Sam get up and get out the ring. Nikita tries to attack Garvin, but Garvin knocks out Nikita at the end of it. Doc, did you have anything from that?
Man, Garvin, he knocked out Rick. He's knocked out Nikita. That was a pretty. I mean, knocking out Rick. Rick would do stuff like that, but Nikita was kind of positioned as an unstoppable monster, and for Garvin to one-punch him like that was pretty impressive.
Yeah, I agree. Harper, did you have anything from that?
Yeah, I was surprised by that because I like what Doc said. Nikita is this big, huge powerhouse that could take anything. And so for him to get knocked out from just one punch from Garvin, that really gets your attention.
Hell yeah, that meant something because, like you said, Nikita's a big old powerhouse, and Nikita's growing by the week here.
Yeah.
Literally.
Hey, I don't want to give away any spoilers. But the first match of Starrcade this year, in a couple of months, is a tag team match where Tim Horner and Nelson Royal beat Rocky and Don Kernodle.
Oh my God, I gotta watch that.
Can't wait.
We're gonna get there, and we're gonna review it.
We're gonna get there.
Maybe they were gonna put Tim Horner in there against Rick for the title, for the strap.
No comment.
Nobody liked that one. Let's keep going from here. The next match is Jimmy Garvin versus Rocky Kernodle. Garvin wins with the Brainbuster. And then there's a promo from Garvin. I don't have the time. I do have the timestamp, I should say. But I don't have any notes from it. Doc, did you have anything meaningful from that thing?
Jimmy Garvin?
Yeah.
First of all, has he wrestled yet? I wouldn't listen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Garvin and Kernodle.
Was I the only one that liked that shirt that Precious was kind of wearing?
What do you mean?
She don't do nothing for me, bruh.
Well, we'll dip her in some chocolate next time.
yeah, because you're black.
Y'all are the worst. Y'all are the absolute worst. I hate you two both for the shit that you do.
Well,
Y'all have people confused.
every other guy that was watching knows what I'm talking about. And she normally doesn't do that much for me, but she had that no back shirt on, and that just her up tops, her breasticles were, kind of keeping that shirt on, and it was
just wanted to go up there and grab her by the pussy, huh, Doc?
What?
Well, once we're great again, we can all do that.
I'm just fucking with people right now, just so people get mad.
Hey, here's how I get everybody mad. Maybe instead of grabbing pussies, we should worry about the UN going down to Alabama and declaring it like a third world nation.
I still haven't read that story, but okay.
So anyway,
keep going. Can we get back to wrestling?
The UN is not a legitimate organization. Fuck them.
I have no clue what you're talking about right now, so keep going. Wrestling here, pal. Goddamn, pal, wrestling.
I think you should play the Jimmy Garvin promo, because my exact note, and I'll say this before you do, my exact note was I thought that was Jim Garvin's best promo since he's been here.
Okay, here it is.
And it's my pleasure now to be joined at ringside by none other than the man you just saw, gorgeous Jimmy Garvin and Precious.
Thank you very much, Mr. Cornette. I must say, you're doing a fantastic job out here for Ted Turner and the Great Wrestling Network. So many things on my mind, I don't know where to start. Everybody knows, I guess it's time for a little gorgeous Jimmy Garvin update. The fact is, I still got the best looking squeeze in the whole wide world. The fact is that there's one guy that I really have my sights on, and that's going to be Magnum TA. Now, I don't want to get all yelling and screaming. I'm going to handle this like a gentleman, the gentleman that I am. I told you people when I first came here, the guy used to be a male dancer in San Francisco. Well, that is a fact. He's got everybody buffaloed into thinking that he's real bad. Well, I don't think you're that bad, Magnum TA. Anybody with a name like Magnum in the first place and initials like TA to follow it in the second place must have some kind of inferiority complex or something. My name is Jimmy Garvin. My friends call me gorgeous, and it's not my fault I'm the best wrestler in the world. I don't need $9,000 worth of suits. I don't need $40,000 worth of metal around me. I don't need a lot of things. All I need to do is stand here next to the beautiful woman that I have here and tell you that if you think I'm lying to you, then how come I'm still standing here talking to you? How come there's not somebody out here right now to put me in my place? Well, I'll tell you why. Because there's nobody here that can do it. I mean, it don't take no genius to figure it out. Look at me. Here I am. Here I am. Here I am. Hey, guess what? I'm still here. And it's not my fault. Magnum TA, you fooling the people. Those days are over. I'm going to knock you down about 20 notches and put you where you belong.
And we'll be back on World Championship Wrestling right after this break.
Yeah, that was pretty good, Doc. I don't have notes for it, but you're right. That was pretty good.
Well, it's not making fun of
Magnum gay on the slick again, too.
He did. It's not him making fun of Native Americans like you popped for a while back. But I like and it took a while to get there because at first I was like, holy shit, what's he talking about? Why did I say that? But I really like the part of, if I'm lying, why won't somebody come out here and do something? Look, I'm still here. That's why. I like that part. And he kind of walked out up front. Yeah, good job, Jimmy.
Yeah, it took some nuts for him to say that, too, if you consider the fact that he was in a feud with frickin' Wahoo.
Or I like that. I don't need $40,000 worth of this or $9,000 worth of this,
Yeah.
I just, the one thing I don't like is him calling Precious his squeeze. It's just so outdated.
Well, that's 1980s, too, though.
Yeah, right. That's his main squeeze.
Right.
They're going steady.
Yeah.
You think about that back in the day, when you said you had a main squeeze, that was on the slick, you saying that you had a bunch of side pieces. I mean, if you think about it like that, oh, it's my main squeeze. So you're saying you got a main one because you're banging a bunch of bitches on the side then. Is what you mean. Is what you're saying.
I just call that my bottom bitch.
Oh.
We used to say our bench warmers. You got a starting lineup and then you got a bench warmers.
That's
Rick,
nice.
I guarantee you had nothing but JV squad talent all the way through.
Yeah.
Wasn't a thoroughbred in the bunch.
Nope. I had some stallions, boy. I had some thoroughbreds.
Dude.
Yeah. You beat the shit out of them.
I had some stallions, boy.
Only when the short bus pulled up in front of me.
I'm not getting that, Doc. I'm not following the joke.
You don't know what a short bus is?
I know what a short bus is. I don't think that's appropriate. I think that's kind of insulting to people out there.
The short bus people.
I think it's more insulting that you would take advantage of girls with those kinds of problems.
Wow. I would never do anything of this sort. Can we move on to Magnum and Harper's got?
I know she's special, but she's got big titties.
That sounds just like him.
Harper, I'll throw it to you, man. You got anything for Jimmy Garvin right there?
I was just wondering where the hell he's been. He pops back.
Up. Yeah. Just wait. If we do this the world class thing for the patrons, man, he's about to pop up in world class too, I think. So tinyurl.com/BTC patron. Become a patron. $2 a month. You can give more, but it starts off at that point, and you get access to all the patron-only episodes, which include the World Class Championship Wrestling episodes. Again, it's tinyurl.com/BTC patron. All right.
Man,
let's keep going.
I gotta tell you something. I looked through all 12 matches for the Starrcade 86. I'm ready to get there now. Let's go.
Well, we're on the way.
Fun. It's gonna be fun.
It will. It will. Let's hear the next promo. We got Magnum and Dusty coming up, and Jesus Christ, here it is.
We talked about a lot of great tag teams around here going after that tournament, United States Tag Team Championship. America's team, Dusty Rhodes, Magnum TA.
Well, thank you, Tony. First of all, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all the many fans that have been so supportive during this very difficult time, during all this controversies I've been going through with Nikita Koloff. Well, Nikita, I think by now you know how serious I am about this thing. It's a long, long way from being over. So be real happy in the fact you got the U.S. heavyweight belt around your waist right now. But how long it stays there is very questionable. I couldn't help but listen to the words of gorgeous Jimmy Garvin out here just a short time ago. I'm afraid you, Jimmy Garvin, read me all wrong. You see, I'm not real fancy. I don't care about clothes, the way people look at me or what they think. But you better go back there and talk to Tully Blanchard, talk to some people that have mixed up with me. Ask them about what they consider to be the most brutal matches in the history of professional wrestling. See, I don't need an excuse to beat you up. General principles is just fine with me. But if you keep running your mouth, sooner or later you're going to have to back it up because talk's real cheap, as we all know. You can come out here on national television and say whatever you want. But what you got to do is get inside that ring and back it up. Then we'll find out just how tough a man you are.
Tony, we just came back from Las Vegas, Nevada. Everybody come out here. They have women now. Everybody got women. Ric Flair got my woman. Jimmy Garvin got a very skimpy woman, you understand? Very loose woman. We just came back from Las Vegas, like I said, and it's real honor and opportunity to run around with Magnum TA because he has the opportunity of maybe 20, 30 lovely ladies a night. Lovely women running around him, and Dusty Rhodes just there picking up the slack, you understand, when it's coming my way. The main bottom line thing is here is Tully Blanchard because of the World Heavyweight title. Tully Blanchard got to pay some heavy dues. This superstation 8 years ago was founded on $2 million. And still today, we still digging for it. Ole Anderson and Dusty Rhodes. Now you got to deal with a four horsemen. Dick Murdoch come along, won the world's title. He can take it from Ric Flair. And one thing is for sure that you got to understand. You got to understand that we are gathered here today to talk about wrestling, not to talk about one of Ric Flair's chubby girlfriends sitting over here on the front row. We talking about Dusty Rhodes and Magnum TA, the fourth horseman, and Big Bucks, Jack and Baby Doll.
Okay.
Dusty Rhodes, Magnum TA, let's go.
Boy, Dusty's salty about Baby Doll leaving him. I tell you that
know,
much.
huh?
He mad, bro. He is like the jealous boyfriend out there. He just sounds jealous. It's just pure jealousy. Harper, what did you have from that?
All of a sudden, she's one of his chubby girlfriends. Bro, in fucking Magnum's head. What the fuck?
I have a theory on this.
Jesus Christ! Like it's like cut open. It's just like
no, it's
legit.
Not.
No,
I have a theory on this. I wanted to float this by you guys. I think that shit's makeup.
Nah, it's not makeup.
It's slicked to his head though, so that would make it a burn, not a cut.
It's not makeup.
I think it's worked. I think it's a work. I think it's a work. I think it's a worked scar.
No, I think the belt sander is just getting the best of him. I mean, he looked good for 2 weeks, and now it's back, man. He's just. I mean, his head looks like been through a meat grinder, dude.
But that's the scab. What would happen when that's not the scab? When it's open like that, his brain would be hanging out.
I've seen enough dudes who've put blades to their heads, man. I think it looks.
You've seen a guy that looks like that after all that. I've never seen anything that looks similar to that.
I'm telling you, man, I don't think that's makeup.
I should have looked at his head at fucking WrestleCade.
Well, it's going to be a little bit more healed, Harper. It's 31 years ago that this went down, so I think his head may be healed now. But, no, it's not makeup, Doc. Just saying. All right, Doc, anything else?
I like the idea that Magnum is like, we don't think he's over the U.S. title, and there's all those kinds of things. And I like the fact that he took a detour there to come out and respond to what Garvin had just said. Because it's like, all right, I can stop and whip your ass too. Why don't you go ask all those guys in those I Quit matches what that shit was like? I thought that was really good. I thought that was a really good promo. And not everything has to be built into the pay-per-view 3 months from now to be fun and interesting tonight.
Yeah,
Especially
you're right.
If we're just going to get out there and talk some shit on each other, that can be fun too.
Yeah, if you think about what Cornette always says too, is the guys used to sit there and listen to each other cut promos. So like, he hears Garvin say that, he's got to come out there and respond to it. So it sounds exactly like what he did. It was very organic. I liked it. Harper, anything else before I move on?
No.
Well, and so Dusty was bragging about getting Was he talking about bragging about getting the sloppy seconds or the B team? I couldn't tell.
I thought he was saying that he gives Magnum TA his leftovers.
I couldn't tell either. Somebody's getting leftover hoes, though. I can tell you that right there. But he comes across just very jealous. Like, all right, dude, she left you, bruh. Let it go. Move on. There's plenty of fish in the sea, dog.
Go bang Sapphire.
Come on.
God.
What?
Jesus.
First of all, he'd have to get into his polka dots for that to happen.
Yeah, God. Well, that's coming soon. Not on here, but, All right. Anything else, Doc?
Mm-mm.
Next match is Jimmy Valiant versus Art Pritz.
Guess who wins?
Yeah. Corny wasn't lying. He said Jimmy Valiant cheats, but everyone loves it because he's nice to people. We cheat and people hate us. That was a quote from Corny during that match.
Man,
and God damn, he's preaching.
But did you hear Shivani and Crockett both pop and go, wait, did you just say that you admitted cheating?
Yes.
That was awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was funny. Harper, did you catch all that too?
Yeah. He said, no. I said, if we do cheat.
Right. He corrected it. he took out the eraser. He's like, hold on. That didn't get said. No. Okay. So, Valiant wins, obviously. Boogie wins. And then we go from that to a promo, JJ and Tully. Here that is.
And ladies and gentlemen, with me right now at ringside, J.J. Dillon, the Administrative Director of Tully Blanchard Enterprises.
Jimmy, I really, really feel good today. And I know there's a lot of people sitting at home scratching their heads because they heard the big news. Jimmy Crockett Jr., President Jim Crockett Promotions out here congratulating Wahoo McDaniels. saying, boy, I bet there's going to be a wake in Tully Blanchard Enterprise. They're going to come out here with their heads down, with that sorrowful look in their eyes, and hey, I feel great today. And you know why I feel great? Because Tully Blanchard was the greatest national champion of all time. He took on all comers, beat them all, and he's going to be the champion again. But you know something? This week, I don't care if it was in Las Vegas. We were out in Los Angeles walking through LAX. The day after the big match at the Forum, we were down on Rodeo Drive because I told Tully that he needed to clear his mind a little bit. And Atlanta, Georgia, right here in the big airport. You know what they were saying? They were not saying, there goes the man that used to be the national champion, ha, ha, ha. The words were never uttered, just like I quit was never uttered. What they were saying as we walked down the concourse and walked down Rodeo Drive, they said, that's the man right there talking about him that beat Dusty Rhodes up so bad that Dusty Rhodes lost his better judgment, went back in the ring against Ric Flair, and lost the world title. That's what they're saying all across this country. And Dusty Rhodes, you can come out here and you can shuck and you can jive and you can say what you want. But the bottom line is, when they look at you, they say, that's the man that Tully Blanchard beat up so bad.
You know, JJ, that's so well said. That's why the man is the administrative director for Tully Blanchard Enterprises. But you know, it does take a dip when you lose the National Heavyweight Championship belt. It costs a little bit of money, but it's not going to change my lifestyle. Wahoo, you beat me on one given day. That's all I'm going to say about it. Now, you want to run around with Dusty Rhodes. Now, Dusty Rhodes, you come out here and want to talk about big bucks. Well, that's right. That's what this is. Big bucks. That's right. And when you get in the ring, it's big bucks. Yeah. The World Heavyweight Championship is big bucks. Right. And Dusty Rhodes, when you can't hardly walk, because I beat you half to death with a chair. That's right. That's exactly right. That's why you lost the title, and that's big bucks. Now, you want dues to pay, you ask Magnum. He wants to talk about, hey, people asking me if it's tough getting in the ring with him. Well, you ask your buddy Magnum how bad it is getting in the ring with Tully Blanchard. I'm the one that beat you, Dusty Rhodes, on national television for that national heavyweight title. And I'm the one that near broke your leg, big boy.
Mr. Blanchard, diamonds are forever, so is Tully Blanchard Enterprises and the Four Horsemen.
That's it, James.
And we're going to see the World Heavyweight Champion later today.
Oh, man, that was good. Doc, what did you have?
He said Rodeo Drive.
Yeah, huh?
Wouldn't that be Rodeo Drive?
It would be Rodeo Drive, yes.
Okay. I think it's funny, though.
Yeah, you're a heel. You can mess up.
Well, and they think they're high class, but they can't get the word right. You know?
Right.
We're money and clothes and fine things and out on Rodeo Drive.
Yeah.
New money. And they're heels. So, yeah, I like how he admitted, it's not great to lose the belt, but I'm still me. I'll get it back. And JJ's over there pointing out all the things they've taken from Dusty, so it's like it's still a net loss.
Yeah. Harper, what did you have?
I love how they turned a negative into a positive, man.
I swear.
He's the best. I mean, they say he's the best fucking national champion ever.
Yep.
I got the same note how they didn't gloss over the fact that he lost, but they were like, whatever, you know, we still about it. we still running shit, you know, we're cool, we're good, we still making money, we're the greatest. They was like, we lost, but they're still out there, you know, having fun, laughing, and it's all games to them because it's whatever. That's the part that got me more than anything, because you figure, you know, you lose, you know, you the heel, you're out there, you want to make it look like you're upset. Nah, we good, man. They still know who we are. They were asking us, they knew who we were because we hurt Dusty Rhodes. Okay. I mean, they're just out there having a good time. Harper, anything else?
Nah.
Yeah, I had similar notes as you, Harper. All right. So after them, we haven't heard from Ole and Arn in a while. Let's hear from the Andersons and see what they got to say.
And I've been joined by two more of the Four Horsemen, Ole and Arn Anderson.
Everybody's talking about belts, now listen to Rhodes. Rhodes, you're not going to be around long enough to worry about any belts. And there's a couple of other guys that have got some belts now, and I'm talking about those World Tag Team belts that belong to the Andersons. I don't think there's any question. They talked about number one contenders, and somehow the Rock and Roll Express came out on top and got those belts. Well, we don't want to be contenders any longer. We just want a chance at those titles, and when we get them, I guarantee you we're going to be the new World Tag Team Champions. Rock and Roll, get ready. Any place we see you, any place we see Rhodes, Magnum TA, the whole bunch of you, we're coming for you. And I got one last message, and that's for Tulsa Tubby. Look out, because I might be coming your way, too.
Well, you know, in our quest to restore Dusty Rhodes, I started to kind of look over something. And that's my bread and butter. I'm talking about the World Television Championship. Now, for week in and week out, and all the months since I've been champion, I went right on this TV, put my reputation on the line, defending against top names: Garvin, Wahoo McDaniels, Rhodes himself, Robert Gibson, Ricky Morton. I'm still a World Television Championship. You see the little misfortune we've had within the Horsemen. I'm talking about Tully Blanchard. The whole scheme of things, professional wrestling, any sport and event is based on one fact. It's called human error. If there wasn't human error, any sport and event would all be equal. If everybody was perfect, there would be no winners and no losers. But one brief little setback does not inflict on the Four Horsemen's regime, if you understand what I'm saying. But what it did to me, it did make me realize, snap me back to reality. So on any given night when two top professionals enter the ring, anybody's got can get beat. So that kind of snapped me back to my bread and butter, the thing that qualified me to be one of the Four Horsemen. So Rhodes, Garvin, Wahoo McDaniels, Rock and Roll Express, Dick Murdoch, I don't care who you are, just remember one thing. I'm on my tiptoes. I know you're after me, so when we crawl in the ring, same storyline. One fall, 20 minutes, and there's not an individual on the face of this earth can beat me in 20 minutes. Let's make an example out of a couple of punks.
Ole and Arn Anderson, and now they're going.
Damn.
Well,
I know, huh?
well.
Damn. Who wants to go first? Harper, you want to go first?
Don't think I have written down as who is the Tulsa Tubby and fucking Arn is gold.
I think he means Murdoch.
Oh, that's who that is? Okay.
But he's not from Tulsa. He's from Texas, and so
right. That's what I was. It's not Dusty because he's from Texas. I was thinking maybe Wahoo.
I don't know, man. Somebody.
I'm gonna say Murdoch.
Yeah, it might be, but
because Murdoch came out and talked about fighting Flair for the belt, so that would be Ole working him in.
Yeah, that's true. I'm with Harper, man. Arn's out there scoreboard and preaching again.
Yeah.
He didn't say nothing that wasn't true.
And he was explaining how life works to people. these are life. Hold on,
human error.
Hold on, Arn. I got my pen. What was that again? Hold on, I'm writing that down.
Bro, he is, dude. He's out there like he's giving life lessons, bro. There's no other way to say it. It's so true. He's just laying it out for you. He put it out there. He's like, look, man, it was a wake-up call. Tully lost. It's a wake-up call to make sure I'm on my game. He's not lying. There's nothing he's saying out there that's not true.
I had a note because, like, when's he? You asked me a long time ago. You were like, watch how much he defends that TV title. And when Ole was out, it was every week. But since Ole's come back, he hadn't. And he's kind of been taking a back seat to Ole in a lot of ways until that promo where he just like, because like 1 week Ole cut the whole promo and Arn didn't even say anything.
Yeah,
that's a big mistake, by the way.
Yeah,
even though Ole's still good, but I agree.
Ole's still good, but you're sitting over there with Mr. Toot Toot himself that can second only to Flair.
Masterful promo. Anything else, Doc?
Dude, it was like he just rolled up his sleeves and said, "Yep, I got this one, guys."
That's exactly what he did.
I got something I've been thinking about this week, and I'll take it.
All right, let's keep going because we're almost at the end. We got Ole and Arn. You heard them; they were going to the ring versus the Italian Stallion and Henry Rutley. Ole and Arn win. Did you have anything from the match, Doc?
Two guys got their ass whooped. That's what I got.
That's what I had.
Because when Ole gets in there, he just kind of mashes them into the ropes and starts dropping knees and shit on people.
Harvard, is that anything more you can add?
the Italian Stallion started hot. Then when he tagged out, I was like, okay,
it's over.
Yeah.
After that, we got a pretty standard Road Warriors promo. Let's take a vote. Doc, do you want to play it?
So much free content for these people. I'm gonna say, no. I'm in the Christmas spirit. Let's play it.
All right, Harper, you agree?
Yeah, fuck it. Live a little.
Here it is.
And we're back with the Legion of Doom, the Road Warriors.
Tony Schiavone, I just happened to notice as we come on the set, Jimmy the Fly Rod Cornette and Big Blubba walk off. That makes sense. Good thinking, boys. Now, there's been a lot of talk about the Road Warriors losing their heart or their taste for violence. Well, we never had no hearts to lose to begin with. And another thing, I was back in the hometown, walking around. Me and Animal had a few days off when we weren't fighting. We didn't really like it that way. That's just the way it is. And people say, hey, Hawk, where's your brother Animal? I said, none of your business. He's collecting money. Second of all, they said, hey, Hawk, when are we going to see you on TV fighting some more? When are you and Animal going to beat some more people up like you do better than everybody else? I said, well, we got this little problem. There ain't too many people that want to fight us. We're having a hard time finding anybody who wants to get in the four corners of the Doom with the Legion of Doom. Right, Animal? Hey, Tony Schiavone, what my brother Hulk just said is true. Ric Flair, you're out here talking about various body parts when our name in the game is wrestling, and we wish we can get our hands on you and the Four Horsemen to take all of your body parts and rip them off one by one. Now we're coming to Bloomington, Minnesota, Met Sports Center, Minneapolis, Bloomington, get ready. The Warriors are coming. Green Bay, Wisconsin, we're coming there. And tonight, Columbus, Georgia, it's been 2 years. You're going to see what the Legion of Doom is all about. Hey, Tony, we get bigger and badder every stinking minute.
That's right, Columbus tonight. There's a lot of good fighters. But
all right, I'm going to skip past Ellering. Doc, what did you have from the promo?
Man, Hawk is just so awesome because he's so intense. He paints a picture. Like, I can see them just walking around the street mad because they're not fighting back home and just like, hey, Hawk, what's going on? None of your business.
Right.
Just
slugs.
Exactly. Just
yeah.
He's the guy in football that would run 20 yards out of his way just to put a stiff arm on somebody's face. You know, just we get badder every stinking minute. Just everything they say, he says is just like. And then pretty soon, Black Sabbath will pop off, and everybody hits the deck.
Yeah. Harper, what did you have? Anything else?
A standard Road Warrior promo.
It is. When I say standard too, is meaning Hawk and Animal are believable, and I'm still scared to this day, kind of.
Yeah.
So after Road Warriors, we're going to wrap this up. We got a couple of more promos, but they're less than stellar. So we'll talk about the next couple matches. I think we got Ric Flair versus Mike Jackson in a Schick Razor match of the week. Schick was, running commercials or running ads in this way back then. This is a pretty good match for Saturday night in the studio. Rick defeats Mike Jackson as you'd expect. He wins with the figure four, but competitive. Mike Jackson with another good showing. Doc, what did you have?
I think it's funny that there's a saying out there that's no hair, no Flair, yet he was in the Schick match of the week.
Yeah. The irony, right?
Barbara and Wendy better not be shaving down there, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, God.
What? Gotta keep it furry. Gotta keep it furry for the Nature Boy.
Okay.
I thought Rick was too generous with Mike Jackson here.
Yeah, fuck, man.
And the generosity peaked with Rick getting put in his finisher by Mike.
Wow, fucking jobber.
Like,
bro, that Rick used to do. Rick would put people over, man. I mean, not put people over like that, but that's what Rick did, dude.
Man, I wouldn't be surprised if. Okay, I don't know that, so I'm gonna ask you guys. Do you think when he walked back, Dusty or somebody else was like, look, Rick, you can't let Mike Jackson put you in the figure 4?
I don't think so.
You can let Magnum, you can let Ron Garvin, you can let Wahoo, you can let Dusty. You can't let Mike Jackson put you in the figure 4. You're the champ.
I don't think so.
Okay. I'm just asking.
I don't think so. They were filling up TV time. It's got to be filled up somewhere.
And Mike Jackson was about to win the damn strap.
Yeah, no, man. I could see giving him a couple of hip tosses or a drop kick here and there, but goddamn, putting him in his own fucking move.
See?
Let me see. That match was
entirely
Mike Jackson,
too long.
It was like almost 9 minutes long.
Yeah. He was like the most successful. First of all, he fucking looks like he owns a local hardware store.
Mike Jackson,
and and he's just beating the shit out of Ric Flair like he's nothing.
The Allen wrenches? Yeah, that's on aisle 6.
Yeah.
Pow. Mike Jackson, man. But no, damn, like basically a 9-minute match, too. 9-minute
Magnum, and that's what I'm saying is, it's not that he had a 9-minute match with Mike Jackson. It's on a program where Magnum's likely to go out and wrestle for 22 seconds.
Man, Rick wasn't mailing it in, man. He was going to go out there and work and give the people a show. I don't know what else you want me to say, man.
Man, he was flying outside the ring.
Yeah.
Rick made people look like $1 million every single time.
And usually I'm on board 110% with all of that, but it just felt like too much.
I hear you. All right, Harper, anything else before we move on?
Uh-uh.
All right, I'm going to go through these next few quickly. If there's any ones you want to say something about, just tell me. Nikita Koloff versus Dave Spencer. Nikita pulls a Magnum and wins instantly. Then we have a promo with Paul Jones and his Army. Nothing spectacular there. We also have a match with Paul Jones' Army, which is Baron Von Raschke, Shaska, and T.J. Khan versus, and I've only got last names written down, Cook, Freeman, and Cooper. Paul Jones' Army wins. I don't know who those three guys are there in the ring with, but they're pretty clueless. These dudes look like they've never had a 5 minutes of training in wrestling. Yeah. They take an ass whooping. I'll stop there for a second because I got a feeling Harper or Doc, you might have something to say too. Harper, did you catch the cluelessness of those opponents there?
Yeah, that guy that he was saying that fucking looked like a Tinkerbell or the Tooth Fairy.
Yeah.
God damn, bro.
I know. Dude, it was pretty fucking bad.
It looked like some kid you see working at GameStop.
Yes. Yes. I don't know which one it was. It was Johnny Cook, Charles Freeman, and Mark Cooper. But yeah, man, it was pretty damn bad, this match. Doc, anything else before we close it out?
Now I realize I have a responsibility to the Docaholics, but I may or may not have been fast forwarding by this. Dude,
okay.
This 85 minutes after 2 weeks of 40 and 50 minutes was a big pile of bullshit.
Oh, damn, Doc. It started to run long at that point, I agree. So, but, the Paul Jones' Army does win. And then Dick Murdoch cuts a second promo.
Forgot about that. Yeah.
It was pretty short. He basically said Baby Doll looked like a horse. And then the Horsemen challenge him, but the ring is full with Magnum, Dusty, and Garvin. So they're trying to call him away, but then they turn around and the ring is full and they kind of go off the air hot. Doc, thoughts on that before we give out the Rolexes and grade this thing?
I do like going off the air hot. That was something that, Mid-South was famous for a few years prior, and I always think it's a good thing. They don't do enough of it, I think, on the Saturday night, so it was good to see it.
Yeah, I'm with you. Harper, your thoughts, anything else?
That's the best kind of ending, man. Makes you want to tune in next week to find out what the fuck happened.
All you need is Jim Ross telling you that shit's breaking down in the ring, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
It's breaking down. We'll see you next week. So long for now. We're out of TV time. I mean, every single week, dude. Every week. That's how the UWF was every single week, it seemed. All right, so let's rate this thing, and then we're gonna throw it over to our promo of the week. But let's rate this thing, Doc. Doc, you go first.
Okay. Mike and I had a little super secret BTT secret clubhouse meeting offline this week, and we came up with the idea, and this is no secret, that an hour wrestling program is perfect and any more is overkill. And if you need any reminder of that, watch a 50-minute Saturday night, a 40-minute Saturday night, and then go to an 85-minute Saturday night. And it's just, more is not better all the time. But that being said, there was some good stuff. I mean, you did get 9 minutes of Rick in the ring. You had the Andersons. You had the rock and roll. You had just a bunch of stuff going on. And so it's good, but it can't be as good as the weeks where it's tight in a tighter package and more concise. So for all of those reasons, I will give it a straight up B.
Yeah, I'm giving it a B too. And it's not that it was bad. It's just that we got spoiled, man. Like, and here's the thing, man. Back, when you're younger, the 2 hours is more palatable. I think because you're a kid and time is a lot different.
You ain't got shit else to do.
Yeah, man.
It's either that or go do homework. I don't want to do that damn homework.
Right. So I gave it a B, kind of based. I mean, we had this meeting offline, obviously. Harper, your thoughts?
I gave it a solid C.
God,
did you?
I mean, it was. Yeah. I mean, fuck. I was used to watching that shit in like 45 minutes. All right, peace out.
And it's not. Look, it makes it sound like we don't like the product or want to watch it. There's something to be said for being done and being like, that's it.
Yeah.
I want some more.
Yeah.
That's a way better. That's a way better way to leave your customer than looking at your watch going, Paul Jones. Damn, how much longer does this have?
Yeah, for real.
Well, here's the thing. I'm gonna throw this teaser out there. Next week is, I think, 62 or 63 minutes, and then the week after that, I think it's like 45 minutes.
I don't even know who's on it. A minus.
Yeah. Next 2 weeks are right at an hour or under.
Why don't you just tell me the rest of the year, and I'll just give you my grades right now. Damn it, but you do know the Braves suck, so we're almost to the end of baseball season.
I know.
Yeah,
that's what I keep telling myself. We're gonna be in September for the next show, so it's over with.
Right, we're getting close to the end here. So, all right. Hey, man, make sure you're using our Amazon referral link. It's tinyurl.com.
Hold on, Mike's not going to sell this right. Come on, Docaholics. This is the time to kick it in. If you've never used the Amazon link before, this is the time to do it. All that Christmas shopping, we need it. We need the kickback. We're poor. We're broke.
Tiny.
And hey, and here's the last thing I'm going to tell you. You need to use, I ain't kidding now. You want me to shoot? I'll shoot. Here's the deal. The day that this shit comes out, Congress is voting on net neutrality. If they kill that shit, the way we present the product may change. You need to help us out financially. This is the way to do it. Get on board. Don't be a jackass.
Yeah. Don't be an asshole your whole life.
Just be part of it, right, Harper?
Yeah.
It's tinyurl.com/BTT Amazon. Please use it. Great way to support the show on an ongoing basis. Get a little bit of small kickback in return from there. tinyurl.com/BTT Amazon. Look, as of this recording, there are 11 days until Christmas. Plenty of time to get those Christmas gifts from Amazon. So do it. Hey, and if you're about to sign up with Amazon Prime, if you use the link, tinyurl.com/BTT Amazon, and sign up for Prime, there actually is a kickback as well just for signing up for Prime. So keep that in mind, too.
I think what it is one of those Amazon drones will come drop a big fat sack of weed at all of our houses.
Yeah.
That's classic.
Sticky, icky.
Yeah, okay. Let's do the promo of the week. It's not the promo of the week.
Are we not handing out Rolexes?
Yeah.
Oh shit, Rolexes. My bad.
What the fuck?
Jesus Christ.
Well, fuck. I thought we did it.
God,
Rick's gonna get mine. I can tell you that right now.
Arn gets mine.
Arn gets mine too, pal.
Yeah.
I mean,
Arn's gonna need a third fucking arm. He's gonna have to start putting them on his dick.
Imagine.
I knew that was coming as soon as Harper said, Arn's going to need a third arm. I knew he was about to say he's going to have to start putting it on his dick.
Imagine him with some Pam or Lisa or Janet back in '87, and he pulls his pants down and has a Rolex on his dingus.
No, I got one for you. I got one for you.
The territory.
Got one for you. So he's
like
out there with.
It's like a candy. It's like a candy necklace. He's at the Quick Trip, and he's grabbing a 6-pack of beer, and Barbara's with him, and she says, "Arn, do you have the time?" Arn drops his pants and goes, "It's 7 p.m. About to be 5 minutes till I ram it in you." As he looks at his Rolex on his arm. There's only one problem with that.
What?
Why would Arn only be buying a 6-pack?
Well, that's true.